Okay, we on the next scripted play. Let's take a look at the Cleveland Browns defenders for this touchdown run by the Titans. Watch the cornerbacks. Just pay attention. First, here's the run. All right, we got blockers. Watch the two backmen. Look, they just fall to the ground. This guy's got to lock in on him. Oh, he cost me up. I'm still close enough to wrap him up. No, and then dive for the feet. That's what they do. They dive for the feet. They do the stumble run. This is how they let the other team score. Look at my face. I can't believe the shit I'm watching on Sunday. Look, another stumble run. Watch the Titans. Look, the guy. Oh, I'm stumbling. I can't get my grip. What are these guys tripping over? What in the grass is making everybody stumble to leave the other person wide open? All right, now we're going to get to Tyler Shaw. Let's see the quarterback. This is who beat the Bucks. Look at him. Who is he throwing it to? There ain't a saint in sight. And he threw it to the other team. So this is who's against the Bucks in their own home. Tyler Shaw. Oh, I'm sorry, not Tyler Shaw. This is Lamar Jackson. Let's watch Lamar Jackson. Okay. Nobody could tackle him there. Run right past him. Yep, let's stumble up. And this guy pushes him in the end zone. Not on the side. No, let me help you through there, brother. Go ahead. And here's the most ridiculous run by Lamar Jackson. Let's go. Show him, Tyler. Oh, get off of me. Dive down. Oh, no, none of you can get me. I'm Super Lamar. Now I'm going to outrun you guys into the end zone. Get the fuck out of here. Now, when you think the Bucks are going to get some scripted plays, let's go, Ibuka. Ooh, good cut. Ooh, good cut. Got him wide open. My hands are like, no! How did I miss that? Perfect opportunity. Professional. No, overthrown. My goodness. Watch these two idiots on defense. Let's go, ETN. Run it, buddy. Grab him. Grab him. Run on the outside. Yeah, that'll help you catch him. You need more? I got more for you. Come on, Jets. Bad tackle. Oh, let's go. You fall down. Push his man. All right, 16. He's coming past you. Give him a slap him a high five as he runs past. Psh, there you go. All right, 53 and 30. What are you guys going to do? All right, somebody dive at his feet. Thank you, 17. You fall down. Touchdown. You can't make this shit up. You can script it. Now, let's look at all of these interceptions and tell me they don't all look the same. Let's go, Daniel Jones. You're up first. Throw it right to the other guy as if he's on your team. He's open. There you go. Perfect dot. All right, Lamar, your turn. He's open. You're scrambling. Throw it to the other guy. He's open. Right to him. There you go. Give it right to him. Nicely done. Right to the other guy. This one's ridiculous. Throw it. He's open. Boom. Right to him. That is a dot. Right to the other team. Come on. Oh, not high enough. Thank you. I'll take that. Dive at my feet. Come on, Chase. You want to dive at my feet? I got some new sneakers on with snow on it. Come dive and get a sniff. No sniff for you. Come on, Jalen. Right to the other guy. He's open. Yeah, there he goes. This guy wants to fumble it. Give it back. No, you take it. Jalen, pick up the ball. Go down on it. Just fall right now. Oh, no. You got to kick it back to them. This is ridiculous. All right, let's check out this bullshit from the Bills. We got a James Cook scripted touchdown run. Y'all got to see this one, though. Let's go. All right, Cook, it's on you. Oh, you can't tackle. Oh, right through the middle. 3 guys. Oh, what kind of tackle was that? Grab him, 33. Oh, you fall to the ground. 22. Do something. Oh, no, he can't grab him either. You're right there, 50. Oh, no one can stop the unstoppable James Cook. All right, this next one, the Bengals are 5.5 point underdogs. Keep that in mind. First, T. Higgins is running like there ain't even no snow on the ground. He's hauling ass. Makes a one-handed magnetic glove, sticky glove catch, whatever you want to call it, in the snow. Look at this shit. This shit just stuck to him. Yep. Bam. Yep, there we go. So now they're down 5. They're covering by a half a point for the 2 point conversion. Vegas says, no, you must lose by 5. Cover by a hook. So anybody who took the Bills with the spread loses. But instead of them making the 2 point conversion, going down 3 and trying to win the game, here's what they do on the 2 point conversion. Throw it, Joe. Throw it. Joe says, nope, we're covering by half. You have it. There you go. Just let it go. Just, hand it to them. So you guys can finish the game. But we covered by the half a point, just like the script says. And last, for the Chiefs game, all of these scripted drops to Kelsey. Look at this one. Oh, I can't catch it no more. I'm getting old and retired. I've been catching for over 20 years, and now I forget how to catch a simple pass. Yeah, I can't catch anymore. Like, come on. Does Jordan stop forgetting how to make free throws just because he's getting old and retired? No, you know what the fuck you're doing. And so now their whole season's on the line here. For this one, we need this first down. We have to stay in the game. Nope, their season's over. They're going to throw it to Kels, who just cannot catch a ball. No, pop it up. Yes, you take it from me. And that is the Chiefs' season. It was scripted for them not to win this season. Look at Kelsey staying down on the ground, all dramatic, so the camera can see. Yes. What up, gang? It's your boy, Jay. Yes. Welcome back to the Rig Report, the Rig recap of Week 14. Y'all saw it like I saw it, man. It's Tuesday, fresh off the press. Eagles got another loss, and Kevin Patullo is, quote unquote, not to blame. He still has his job. Oh, man, let's get into it. All right. First of all, thank you for the likes, subscribes, and the follows, man. I appreciate it. It does help my channel. All right, man, let's do it. Let's just recap what we seen this week, man. Let's get into it. All right, we're going to start off. We already know Thursday what happened. We talked about it. We're going to start off Sunday morning. Seahawks got a big win against the Falcons, 37-9 in their home. They were a 7-point favorite. They did cover the spread. I'm surprised Sam Darnold had a good game, 20 for 30, 249, 3 touchdowns. Mind you, no touchdowns the week before last. JSN had 2 catches for 23 fucking reception yards. The week before that, Darnold had 4 interceptions. Like, he's been awful the last 3-4 games, okay? So he finally came alive. Now, mind you, 92 of those yards and 2 of those touchdowns went to JSN. But at least he was able to get right, man. I'm just done with Darnold. I took him off my fantasy team. Somebody else can have him and go through that struggle. But the Seahawks got the win, 37-9. JSN, I figured he'd have a bounce back game after the complete disaster he had the week before. Bijan, 86 yards of rushing, no touchdown. Hey, man, it was a one-sided ass whooping. I thought maybe Kirk Cousins, at home. Mike Falcon's been ass. But every now and game or here, they'll peak up and beat the Bills. Remember that? So I'm like, okay, nobody really has them. Maybe Kirk Cousins will cover close. Maybe they'll get the ball of Bijan in the end zone. And, Darnold will have some turnovers, and they might hang with him. Nope, wasn't the case in this script. Seahawks ran right through them. Nothing to say about that there. You feel me? All right, we're going to move on to the Bengals and the Bills. The Bengals were getting 5.5 or 6, depending on which book. I had people hitting me on TikTok talking about take an underdog. So I told them I like the Bengals with the 5.5, with Burrow to hang close. And a bunch of scripted plays going back and forth, but at the end, the Bengals did cover by a half a point, 34-39. They got a late one-handed icy touchdown by T. Higgins. Time to set up the 2-point conversion. You think they'll get closer? No, Joe Burrow literally just drops the ball and gives it right to the Bills to close out the game. But hey, they covered by the hook. So Bengals got the scripted cover. Bills get the win, 39-34. Keep them in the playoff race. Bengals are officially out of it. Hey, nothing new there, man. Just a bunch of scripted football. All right, let's move on to the Titans and the Browns, which was a lot of scripted bullshit. You guys seen the scripted plays that I posted for the Titans and Browns? If you haven't, look on my channel. You can definitely look on my TikTok channel, The Rig Report. You'll see it there. Titans get the win, 31-29 against Shador and them. Who the fuck had this predicted? All right, let's talk about it. Let's break this down. Let's break it all the way down. First of all, Titans were 4.5-point underdogs at the Browns. That was a little bit of a tell the script was in because it was a little too low. Let's mind you, Titans are 1-11 before this game. Their only win came against the Arizona Cardinals, in which that game, Eric DeMarcado, whatever his name is, dropped the ball running into the end zone to fumble out. Y'all remember that? And then on top of that, one of them caught an interception, fell on the ground, fumbled it, pushed it back into the end zone so the Titans could land on it for a late touchdown. That's what it took for them to get their only win of the season. Okay? So nobody has them going into Cleveland with or without Shador. Let's take Shador out of it. Nobody has the 1-11 Titans going into Cleveland with that defense and Myles Garrett chasing history. Mind you, Cam Ward is the most sacked quarterback going into this game with 48 for the season. So if we just talking common logic based on what their trends are, Cam Ward should be running for his life this whole game, getting sacked crazy by Myles Garrett and others. And the Titans shouldn't really have any chances of fucking scoring or keeping any points up in Cleveland, in the doghouse, in this against this defense. Okay? That's one. Let's insert Shador, who can put points up for the Browns with that defense. And this should have been a 7-point spread. This should have been a blowout. Okay? But that wasn't the case because the script was in. And look at the plays yourself. If you don't believe me, believe your eyes. Don't believe me. I'm just telling you the information so you can go and research and see for yourself. Titans getting scripted. They letting Tony Pollard run all up and down the Browns. Myles Garrett had 1 sack. Didn't even pressure Cam Ward that much. Cam Ward was just throwing all over the place, maybe. It was an entertaining game between Cam Ward and Shador Sanders. Shador comes out off the rip. 9-14, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns. Boop, boop. Came out dealing. Struggled in the middle, then got back and dealt some more at the end. He had what? 364 yards, 3 throwing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, 4 TDs. You kidding me? The Browns failed us on that one. The Browns failed them. They let Pollard have 161 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. I'm going to say it again. The Browns, Cleveland Browns and Myles Garrett let Tony Pollard run for 161 yards and 2 touchdowns. And what world was that shit predictable? So I'll take my loss with that, but that was some bullshit. And even when Shador got the last touchdown for them to be down 2 with the 2-point conversion, what does Kevin Stefanski do? Take him out the game, put in some bullshit Wildcat that had no chance of fucking working, and down they go. So it looks like Shador balled out, but it's on the coach. This shit, bro, this shit is not by accident. They know what we're thinking. They know what we're clamoring. They know. It's all over the blogs. You can watch Skip Bayless. You can watch The Arena. You can watch Cam. You can watch all of them. Everybody wants Kevin Stefanski out of there because they know that he's against Shador. We all know this. So this is part of the ongoing script. So when it is time to let him go, he takes all the blame for what the Browns are doing. You feel me? Like, this shit is not by accident, bro. So the Browns get the loss. Titans get the win and the cover at the Browns. Miracle schmiracle. Miracle on 34th Street. You feel me? But Shador still balled out. Still showed that he belongs in this league. Still shows he was not a 5th-round pick. Still shows that was bullshit. You know what I mean? They just don't want him to make his money or have that much influence in the league. They don't like his father. Like, come on, it's obvious. Shador's already been named the starter for the rest of the year. He should have been the starter. Whether he gets fired now or at the end of the season, Kevin Stefanski should not be there. If he does stay there, trade Shador.
One of the two has to fucking happen. All right. So Titans get the win there and a scripted win. No problems. Moving on. We got the Vikings at the Commanders. I picked this one low key on the ticket. Vikings win 31-0 at the Commanders. I was a little nervous, figured that Jaden Daniels was playing. He did play, but he was ineffective. The Vikings needed a much needed win after losing 3-4 in a row. JJ McCarthy name getting slid through the mud. They don't really have a quarterback to back them up. They're going back to JJ McCarthy, so they had to win. Commanders ain't nobody that's a hard opponent to beat. So Vikings finally get a win at home, 31-0. Jaden Daniels hurts his elbow again. Why is he playing? Why is he playing? They're not winning nothing. Why does the Washington Commanders keep doing this? Y'all did this with RG3. He got hurt. You brought him back early. Fucked him up. Fucked his whole career up. Why are you playing Jaden Daniels with his elbow popped out, whatever the case may be? There's no reason to play him right now. No reason at all. Their season is done. He needs to rehab. He needs to heal. Why are you playing him? He gets hurt again. Like, that's stupid. That's stupid management of your franchise quarterback. I don't understand it. What the fuck are y'all doing? Anyway, Commanders couldn't score a point. The Vikings win and cover 31-0. JJ McCarthy was average, 163 yards. He did throw 3 touchdowns. Hey, he got it done, man. You know, they kept being on him, so they had to get a nice scripted outcome for him. Where's Justin Jefferson? I have no fucking clue. What he had, 20-something, 30 yards, if that? Like, oh, man. But Vikings get the win, man. That's all I have to say about that. All right. Moving on. The Dolphins beat the Jets 34-10. Nice ass whooping. Achane got a little hobbled up, but reports are showing that he's okay. Jets got a win last week, so people thought that they can do something this week. Totally not the case. They had some guy named Cook in there. He threw for 2 interceptions. I don't know who the Cook is and what happened to Tyrod Taylor. He must have got hurt in this game. I didn't watch it, so just looking at it. But Dolphins get the win 34-10. They cover. It's not really much to say about that game. 2 bum-ass teams. I would say, though, if Mike McCarthy finds himself available at the end of this year, I would love for the Eagles to go get him. I would love for them to go get a offensive-minded head coach that's off the Shanahan-McVay tree and use that with our weapons, man. Can you imagine if the Eagles had Ben Johnson? Just think about it. You see how the Cowboys was willing and dealing before Lamb got hurt over the Pickens, over the Lamb? Can you imagine if we had an OC like we did last year with Kellen Moore or a couple years before that with Shane Steichen? Can you imagine if we had somebody from the McVay or the Shanahan tree that can actually coach offense? We would be looking dynamic. Get Mike McDaniels in here. Come on, let's do it. Get Tony Yayo the fuck out of here. All right, moving on. Another unpredicted fucking win. You got Snoop. You got me. The Saints beat the Buccaneers 24-20. Please go. Y'all, I just showed you the scripted plays. You seen Tyler Shuck throw it to fucking nobody but the Bucs on the other side. Then he automatically turns into Lamar fucking Jackson and runs all through the motherfucking Buccaneers defense, bro. All through it. The shit didn't make no motherfucking sense. Tyler Shaw, 144 yards and 1 interception. But he got 2 running touchdowns and rushed for probably almost 100 yards. Like, what the fuck is going on here? This shit, you can't, like, this shit is crazy. You can't make this shit up. So, at the time, the 2-10 Saints with Tyler Shuck tanking, ain't winning no fucking, barely, the games they won was suspect. You're at the Buccaneers. I understand it's the division, but these the Buccaneers. This is Baker Mayfield. You know what I'm saying? This is fucking Bucky Irvin. This is Chris Godwin. You got Ibuka. You got all of these players at home, and you can't beat Tyler Shuck? Are you kidding me? Is Kellen Moore that good? 24-20 and a scripted ass win for the Saints. They win and cover. Hey, listen, if I know that the two worst teams in the NFL would go on the road to beat two teams with two good pass rushes, you know what I'm saying, and better quarterbacks and better teams. If I knew the two worst teams would go on the road to beat better teams outright, I'd be a fucking millionaire. Who can predict that? Who can predict that? I took the safest bets. Bad teams versus good teams. And bad at home, on the road, good defense, bad quarterbacking. And I got scripted twice. Listen, man, got it. I'll eat it. But as long as y'all seen that my picks weren't crazy, as long as y'all seen they were safe, they made sense, and the fucking unbelievable miracle on 34th Street shit happened twice. As long as y'all seen it. Let's continue. The Jaguars beat the Colts. A lot of people were on my neck about the Jags winning. I told them it's too close, so I didn't know, man. Daniel Jones got the Colts running good. But Daniel Jones got hurt. Jags ran away with it 36-19, man. Jags probably could have won if Daniel Jones didn't get hurt, but I wasn't picking that. It's too close. You got Taylor in them. You got Jones got them Colts running. They were 8-4. You understand? You guys were 8-4. It could have went either way. It was a 1.5 point spread. It could go either way. But more likely due to the injury, Jags run off with it 36-19. Good win for the Jags. They got a good defense. They got a good head coach now that knows how to coach offense, even though look what he's doing with Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence has still been mid, but he hasn't been losing the games for him. They've been winning, letting the defense step up. Look what Liam Cohen is doing with Trevor Lawrence. Imagine if we had him with Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Goddard, Jahan Dotson, Saquon Barkley, Tank Biz. Imagine if we had them. We got to get Tony Yeo out of here and get somebody that can call plays. But Jaguars get the win. Shout out to you guys. You guys are leading the division. The Texans right on your ass, though. That's going to be a big game later in the year. So we'll see. All right, moving on. The Steelers get the win against the Ravens. What the fuck is going on with the Ravens? Steelers get the win right when everybody counting them out. They're talking about Mike Tomlin letting them go, where he can go, coaching next, and all of this other shit. Then they not only cover, but they win in Baltimore. In Baltimore. Coincidence? I think not. You guys might think so. But like I said all season with the Steelers, when you count them down, here come the steel curtain, here come the defense, here comes all of this good shit. You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden Lamar Jackson just can't get operated. You know, his running has been down. You know, Derrick Henry got 25 carries, got 94 yards, but that's a tough game. Steelers and Ravens is a dogfight. It's always been a historical matchup. But Steelers didn't need the 5.5 they were getting. They won outright. Go figure. All right, so we back on Aaron Rodgers. They are in the lead in that division. Looks like they might be on their way to the playoffs. I did say it earlier in the year with Aaron Rodgers being there for the 1-2 years he's going to be there. You know, I do see them making the splash in playoffs. He's finally got a decent team, unlike the Jets. But just when it was looking bad, it turns into wine. So Steelers get the win there. Moving on, Broncos beat the Raiders in a scripted win 24-17, and everyone's clamoring how the Broncos were up, I believe, by 10 points. Raiders get a scripted play with a penalty, and with 5 seconds left, they kicked the field goal in order to lose by 7. I believe the line was 7.5, matter of fact, and they cover the spread. So all of those Broncos bets, 90%, 90+% of the money is on the Broncos. Here comes a late game field goal, not a touchdown. We know we're not winning, but we're going to kick a field goal. For what? For just good morale? Just to say, well, yeah, we got a good field goal at the end of the game. When you want a touchdown at the end to feel good, what the fuck is a field goal going to do? Except cover the spread. Y'all can't look at this shit and think there's no connection. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of trying to convince stubborn people who are not open-minded, who don't believe that there's no connection to the spread and the outcomes of these games. I can't help y'all. I'm here to help those who are open-minded and who can't believe what they're starting to see and it don't make logical sense. All right, so Broncos get the win 24-17. They do not cover. They got hooked. Ooh. And we're going to move on. Packers beat the Bears 28-21. I did have the Packers winning this one. Only because the Bears were running, were 4 in a row, but the line was 6.5. After the Bears just beat the Eagles, everybody was riding on the Bears. Bears and Packers are playing each other twice in 3 weeks. So home game, you give it to the home one first, especially that was a good spot for them, to slow down the Bears' momentum. So Bears get the win 28-21. Don't worry, the Bears will be right there in the mix. So between the Bears, the Packers, and the Lions, that's going to be a tight finish, a Photoshop finish. We'll see who ends up taking the division, and we'll see if all three makes it into the playoffs. Because right now, looks like they're all three on their way. Detroit has a couple wins that they need to get solidified. But the Bears or Packers are in right now. So Packers get the win on that one. Not much else to go there. Packers do get the cover as well. Remember, it was 6.5, 5.5, 6.5. I forgot. Yeah, 6.5. They win by 7. Everybody had the Bears. It's not a coincidence. They lose by half a point. It's not a coincidence. All right, let's go to my only win of the week. The Rams beat the shit out of the Cardinals 45-17. Kind of figured that. You could have even took the spread because, mind you, they were 10-point favorites the week before at Carolina, and they lost. So then they were 8.5-point favorites again. People were going to take the other side. Oh, they just lost. They didn't even cover the 10 on the road. Now they're on the road again, 8.5. You know what I mean? It's to confuse the majority. The public bettors are the majority. The ones who just see it week to week and bet it. You know what I mean? So Rams cover 45-17. Matt Stafford looking like the MVP, 3 touchdowns. Puka got 2 touchdowns. Finally, Devontae Adams did not get a touchdown. He's been running literally 8-9 weeks straight with a touchdown in every game. So it was Puka's turn to get some love, 167 yards on 7 receptions. Damn, he balled out. Rams is leading. I feel like the Rams is going to win that division. But it's still a fight. You got the Rams, you got the Niners, you got the Seahawks. So all three of those and all three of the NFC North can't make it. All 6 of them can't make it. You know what I mean? You got the Bucks or the Panthers, and then you got the Eagles. Then you only got 5 spots left. So out of these 6 teams I just mentioned, one of them is going to get left out. It's going to be interesting to see who it is, man, because it might be somebody with 10 wins, 10, 11 wins, and you don't make it. You feel me? But Rams get the win and is moving on. All right, and the Texans got a big win against the Chiefs, another loss for me. I'm like, yo, Chiefs lose this one, they're out of it. They're already knocked out of the division. They won't win it. For them to get into the playoffs now, they need to win every single game, and they need a lot of help. They need a lot of people to lose. They need a miracle to get in there. A perfect script is what they need to get into the playoffs. So there's no way KC is getting into playoffs without them exposing that this shit is scripted. They need a lot of teams to lose multiple games, and they got to win out. So they do not control their destiny at all. It's not even close. You might as well say they're out of it. They get in this playoffs, bro, NFL would be more exposing themselves of a fucking script. They get the loss. Rashid Rice and Kelsey dropping passes left and fucking right. Left and right. Mahomes looked it bad, bro. 20-10. Texas D was good, but a lot of passes missed. Look at you guys are seeing it. If you're watching this, then you've seen the scripted plays in the beginning of this. Just drop the pass left and right. Kelsey gives it to him on the last one, bobs it up behind him so they can grab it. Yo, you can't predict. I can't say before the game that this shit was gonna happen. That the Chiefs don't have one more championship win in them. Y'all can't be the Chiefs. Y'all can't be the old Chiefs for one game when y'all need it. Hey, I guess not. So the Chiefs are bye-bye. There will not be a Super Bowl repeat of the Eagles and the Chiefs. I hope the Eagles make it. I don't think we're making it with Kevin Patullo, though. But I hope we still make it. At least we're still in the lead in our division, and we're going to the playoffs. Chiefs don't look so good, so we can say rest in peace to the Chiefs. Travis Kelce's retiring. They're going to be in rebuild mode. We'll see what they do, man. Fucking shit was fucking pathetic. Texans get the win. Texas done came all the way back, man. They've been losing in the beginning of the season. Nobody wanted to touch them. Now these motherfuckers is 5 straight. Fuck the win. Chiefs can't even get the cover. They can't even get the win. But hey, this is the scripted football. Texans get the win, 20-10. Stroud had 203 yards, 1 touchdown, didn't do nothing. It was the defense. All right. And then Monday night, Eagles and the Chargers. Let's talk about it. I said before the week, kind of hope we lose because then it'll show that Kevin Patullo and these offensive plays are not enough and they will force their hand to do something about it. What ended up happening was Jalen Hurts had the worst game of his fucking career to me. He hasn't had 4 interceptions all season. He had 4 in this game and a fumble. So it's like 5 turnovers, no touchdowns whatsoever. This was the worst game he could have played. You know what I'm saying? So Chargers win 22-19. We got a motherfucker with an oven mitt on his fucking hand. Guy with a wooden hand from Happy Gilmore. With that Carl Witherspoon or whatever the fuck his name was. We got the motherfucker with the fake hand from Scary Movie. Oven mitt on his fucking hand. Beat us one-handed. Beat us one. The Super Bowl champions beat us one fucking handed. And y'all don't think this shit is scripted? Yeah, right. Motherfucker just will get out of here. And then they won, but not even no yards. Larry McConkey had 1 catch for 12 yards. Nobody, like, how did they win? We kicked a bunch of field goals. Like, this shit was terrible. This shit was terrible. So now it was on Jalen Hurts having such a bad game. And this has nothing to do with Kevin Patullo. So when I say fire Kevin Patullo, people mad at me talking about, oh, you're not blaming Hurts. Hurts' game was horrific. Horrific. But are we going to bench Jalen Hurts? No. This was one game, mind you. This is one terrible, 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 terrible game he had. Just one. Kevin Patullo has been coaching bullshit all season. This is just one. So are we going to bench our starting QB? No, we're not. Right? Are we going to fire our coach because of this? No, we are not. So it's Jalen Hurts and Kevin Patullo's fault. He's the offensive coordinator. Who takes the blame for this? The guy in charge of the offense. It's not the fact that Jalen threw a bunch of scripted interceptions, but the point is, if we had an offensive coach with some safe plays, if we had a Liam Cohen, if we had a Ben Johnson, if we had a Mike McDaniels or a Sean McVay, they know how to coach and got players running to where they're open, and it's not even a real possibility for an interception because the plays are good. For instance, we never have Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown on the same side. Shout out to my boy Scott giving me some insight. We've never had them on the same side on offense. Why not have them on the same side so when they cross and twist, these 2 great wide receivers, they don't know which one to cover, who's getting the ball. Put them on the same side. Sean McVay does it. Sometimes you'll see Puka and Adams, and you don't know which way they're going. That's good offensive coaching. We never do that. We put A.J. Brown over here. We put Smith over here. You guys just run. That shit is not good. It's not going to work like that. So our offense was stale the whole fucking night. I'm not surprised Jalen threw these interceptions. The fucking plays were ass. Then we got the script on top of that. Like, oh my goodness, we lost 3 in a row. What are we going to do? Let's talk about a solution. If we're not firing Kevin Patullo, what are we going to do? This ain't Jalen Hurts' fault. We've been playing like shit all of these. Who plays are he following? Whose direction is he following? This ain't on him. He's following the offensive play caller. So we're not going to do nothing about this, Howie? You're not going to do nothing? Jeff Lurie? Nothing? We got to make a change. We can't. If we just doing this, it's over. Season's over, bro. We got a chance to build a dynasty here. If we win a second Super Bowl in a row and we get to 3 of them within 5 years, bro, that's a dynasty. That's a dynasty. They'll be talking about us with the 3P. We right there. And we can't fucking see in front of our noses that we need to make a change. Again, Maserati, you're giving a world championship team. You give the keys to that offense to a motherfucker in his first year of doing that job. We need a championship offensive play caller. Chargers win 22-19. Motherfuckers on the NFL on Monday Night Football. You heard him say it. Coming back from commercial, mics were still on. Oh, did you read the script? And now people are like, oh, they were just saying that to tease y'all, making fun. Very possible. But don't y'all understand this is what happens in our history? When something gets exposed, they put out a lot of posts and a lot of talk to jokingly make fun of it to lessen the seriousness of it. Like this has been all throughout our history. People get sad, they make fun of it, they lightly joke about it to make it seem like you guys are just playing. So now when somebody comes and says it, they're like, oh yeah, they were just joking with y'all. How many times y'all gonna keep falling for that? They desensitize you to real information by putting a bunch of jokes and shit around it. Like totally off script. I remember when people were telling me that these Hollywood and these music stars were worshiping the devil. I didn't believe it. And I happened to listen to a interview of Rihanna one day, and they asked her why was she covering her eye on a magazine cover and stuff. And she said it just like this: because I worship the devil. What are you talking about? And they all laughed. Y'all can't see the tactic? That's what they do. They'll take the truth and laugh and over sensualize it right in front of your face. So that way it doesn't have no sting anymore. There's a script, guys. And just this what I've been noticing. Let's pay attention. The sports announcers for these games, especially the prime time, they're up in the skybox in the booth. Right? That's far away from the middle of the field. Even though they got cameras and stuff where they might can see monitors to see, closer to the field. These old men are up in the booth. And if you listen to how they announce the game, they tell you the penalties when the refs throw the flags before the refs even do. Before the refs even get together. Now, some of them you can see, yeah, that's a holding on this and that, holding on that. And they'll be like, oh, incomplete this or line violation on this player, 87, in between, this, that, and the third. And then here come the refs saying exactly what they say. Pay attention. They tell you what the call is. These motherfuckers ain't referees. How you seeing from the skybox all the way down there in between this pile up which number player is doing what? Pay attention. Y'all got to use critical thinking. That's the thing. Everybody wants to see a smoking gun. There is no smoking gun. If it was a smoking gun, everybody would know. There is no smoking gun. There are a lot of clues. There are a lot of hints. But you got to use critical thinking. You got to use your logic. Why the fuck is these old sports announcers saying, oh yeah, it was an illegal shift on this one, blah, 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 blah. And then here come the referee with the illegal shift. These motherfuckers is 80 years old up there. Half of them senile as fuck. They're reading the prompter. The prompter is telling them the script as it's going. This is a fucking show. This is entertainment. Anyways, Eagles get the loss. Fine with that. Good. It's not good if we don't make a change from it, though. Kevin Patullo needs to be fired. He's the one that has to go to make change. All right? Chargers get the win. Like, this shit is comical, bro. This shit is real fucking comical. All right? Let's look at this playoff picture, man, before I go. Okay, right now in the playoff picture, we have the Denver Broncos in the front in the AFC, followed by the Patriots, the Jaguars, the Steelers. Those are the four. Then we have the Chargers, the Buffalo Bills. After the Buffalo Bills, we have the Houston Texans, who are in the 7th spot at 8-5. Just beneath them, the Indianapolis Colts. Also forgot to mention, Daniel Jones with the injury. Sorry to see that, man. You were balling. You had a new career. You were on your way to get an extension in the contract. And it's fucked up because now you were balling for them. You get hurt. they will be less likely to extend you now because they know you had a bad injury, the Achilles, and you're out for the season. So the Colts are out of it with that, I believe. You know what I mean? But we still got the Ravens down there still fighting. Kansas City is 10th. They're out of it. Miami. So really it's the last one to make it because now the Colts got hurt, so I don't see them making it. All right. So Baltimore is the only one. Is Baltimore going to sneak in over the Steelers? But if they miss out, we got our playoffs, man. Broncos, Patriots, Jaguars, Steelers, Chargers, Bills, Texans. That might be it on the AFC side. All right, let's look at the NFC side. The Rams are in first place. Then we got the Packers, the Eagles, the Buccaneers still in first. Right below them, we got the Seahawks, 49ers, and the Bears in seventh place. Right now, Detroit Lions are in eighth place, still on the outside looking in. Said it last week. Lions may not make the playoffs, bro. Behind them, we have the Carolina Panthers at the ninth spot. Carolina Panthers could still win because them and the Buccaneers are both 7-6. It's just the Bucs have the tiebreaker for whatever reason. Maybe conference wins or whatever. So besides the Panthers going in, we may have had our playoffs for the NFC. Detroit needs to go on a run, but he's also got to stop Chicago from winning. And also they got to stop Green Bay from winning. So very tight race, man. We'll see what happens in that race, man. But either way, thank you guys for watching the Rig Recap, Week 14. Look forward to predict the script of Week 15. We'll see if I can get back on track with these wins, man. Hope the script don't get me. And I'm your host, JS. Thank you for the subscribe, the likes, the shares, guys. Holla at you.